Hello, this is Sal. In today's video, I'll show you in this topology diagram how we can connect routers and switches, how to configure the routers and how to configure the switches with the default gateway and how to enter the IP configuration for the PCs. Here, on the PCs, I configured the IP address for like this PC and this PC, but it did not configure the IP configuration for the server and one of the PCs here, but everything else is still, nothing is configured on it. So I want to do it while showing you how to do it. You can download the packet tracer file from the description of this video and walk through also documents and to show you how to do it step by step. It's something really easy and very simple, but I just wanted to do this video to show you how to do it. Here we have router 1 here, nothing configured on the router. What I'm going to be doing is configure the interfaces for the router, change the names, and then we'll try to ping from a PC in this network to a PC in this network and to see what route that we are going to be using, static route or dynamic route. In this topology today or for this video, we will be using the static route because we have two routers here, just to show you step by step how it's done. On the router here, I will configure first here enable configure terminal. First for the host name, let us name it router 1 for the router. And now I'll be configuring the IP addresses for the interfaces for the router on the gigabit Ethernet 00 on this side with this network and then the serial interface with S000. In this diagram, we have three networks. This network of 172.16.1.0/24 on this side. And we have this network here between router 1 and router 2 with 10.1.1.0/30. And here, this network of 192.168.1.0/24 subnet mask. Here it's 10.1.1.0/30. because we have these two interfaces. Here on router 1, I'm gonna first configure the interface of gig 00, the one facing switch 1, IP address of 172.16.1.1 with /24 subnet mask, and then no shut it. So now the state of this port is up. Now the other side, the other interface of serial 000, IP address of 10.1.1.1 with the subnet mask of /30, 255.255.255.252. And also we will open the port with the command no shut down or no shut. Now I configured the router. So far, I'll show you what I did. Show run. As you can see here, for the interfaces, the serial, the gigabit Ethernet 00, the IP address, and for the serial 000, also with the IP address on this side. Now I'll move to the switch. Enable configure terminal. As for the host name of the switch, I'll name it SW1. And now we have the VLAN 1 on switch 1, the default VLAN. When I give it an IP address, now we enter the VLAN 1 and no shut, and then give it the IP address of 172.16.1.5 with /24 subnet mask. And Now for this switch, its default gateway is this interface on router 1. So I'll configure also the default gateway. The command is IP default gateway of 172.16.1.1. Now here for the, I'll go back to the switch, show IP interface brief, showing us here for VLAN 1, this is the IP address of VLAN 1 and the port is up and up for VLAN 1. Here I configured the IP address for PC2 with 172.16.1.3/24 and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. And for this PC, this is its gateway. This is its default gateway, this side of this router's interface. So for PC2, in order to communicate with this network between router 1 and router 2, or this network, or any network, this will be its gateway to the outside world. And for PC1 here also I configured the IP address configuration. And now let's go for the web server here. As you can see, the IP address we want to configure for the web server of 172.16.1.4. And now if you click on the tab, it will take you to the subnet mask, but it is of 255 of 24 255.255.255.0, and the gateway for the web server the same. The default gateway is this side of the router. This is its gateway, default gateway of 172.16.1.1. Here we are on the configuring the static IP address for the server. You either, if you have a DHCP server, you click on DHCP here and it will be configured automatically. But now under the services tab, now this is a web server which is HTTP and it is by default turned on for the server. Now we configured everything on this side of the network and we configured this side, this interface. Now let's go to router 2. On router 2, enable configure terminal. Now we want to give it a name or change the name, and I want to change it, just name it simply router 2. Now for the interface facing router 1 interface, serial 000 and now IP address of 10.1.1.2 and the subnet mask of 255.255.255.252 because it is a /30. Now when I type no shut or to open the port, the color turned from red to green. So the port now is open between, on the serial link between the two routers on router 1 and router 2. And as you can see here, the state changed to up. Line protocol on the interface serial 000 here between router 2 and router 1 changed to up. Now let's configure the other side, the other interface of gig 00. Now the IP address of that interface of 192.168.1.1 and it is /24 of 255.255.255.0. And now to open the port with the command of no shutdown or no shut. Now the state on this interface changed to up. Now let's do the configuration on switch 2. Enable, configure terminal or conft. Now as for the host name of switch 2, I'll name it simply SW/2. Now for the VLAN, here let me exit from here and type show IP interface brief. and showing us that the VLAN 1 has no IP address assigned to it yet, and it is down and down. So now configure terminal interface for on VLAN 1. First I'll do a no shut to open the port. Now it changed the state to up, and then give it the IP address as it's showing here of 192.168.1.5/24.255.255.255.0. And also for the switch 2, its default gateway, just like the rest of the devices on the network, on 192.168.1.0 network, this is the gigabit Ethernet 00. This is the gateway. In order for any device here wants to communicate with any device outside this network, it will go through this interface. This is their gateway, this interface of with the IP address 192.168.1.1 on a gigabit Ethernet 00. So now type IP default gateway of 192.168.1.1, and that's it. Now I configured the IP address for the server. I named it Cisco server, just to distinguish it from this server here, on the IP address of 192.168.1.4 with the /24 subnet mask of 255.255.255.0. And also the default gateway for the server is this interface, just like for any device here, this will be its interface, default gateway. And PCA also, I configured the IP configuration. Now, as for PCB, I didn't, so to show you how to do it, the IP address of 192.168.1.3, type on the tab, it will take you, fill it for you, because it's a /24 subnet mask of 255.255.255.0. And now another click on the tab, enter here 192.168.1.1, the default gateway for PCB on this side of the network. So we did the configuration for everything so far. But if we try from PC2 here to ping PCB, ping 192.168.1.3, it's telling us, even we received a reply from its default gateway of 172.16.1.1, is telling us destination of this host is unreachable. Here on the router, I'll run this command, show IP route connected. Now it's showing us here that on the router, what's connected to it. C stands for connected, or the symbol means connected. We have this network of 10.1.1.0, this network here /30, and the other network of 172.16.1.0 here. It is directly connected to it. This network here and this network here. So in order for any device on this network here to connect, like for example this PC here, if we try to connect to this its gateway, just a second here, ping 172.16.1.1, we received a reply from its gateway. Let's see if it can reach the 10.1.1.1. Ping 10.1.1.1. Also, it can reach this because it is connected. But this network here, the 10.1.1.2, is not connected to the router. So if I run the ping to this side of the router, which is not directly connected to router 1, we will not receive a reply. Ping 10.1.1.2, which is this side of the network, and we will not, it will time out on us. And the same goes with PCB here. If we send a ping to its gateway of 192.168.1.1, we receive a reply. And this side of the router is directly connected to it. It can also ping it of 10.1.1.2. Ping 10.1.1.2. It can. This PC can ping because this network is directly connected to the router, and this network here of 10.1.1.0/30 also is connected. But the other side of the network, which is not directly connected to it, it will not be able to reach it. The side of 10.1.1.1. And it will time out on us. Now, how to solve this problem? You know, we need to route the traffic between these three networks. So we have so many dynamic routing protocol we can use, but in today's video, I will configure the static route. So in order for this network of 172.16.1.0/24, any device within this subnet, this network, to reach this network, so what it is next hop? What is this network gateway to the rest of the network or to the other networks? This will be its gateway for this network here. This interface of 10.1.1.2. And for router 2, any device within this network of 192.168.1.0, this interface here of as serial 000, this will be its gateway. This is its next hop. For router 2, this side of the router 1, it's its next hop, and for router 1, this will be its next hop or its gateway. So now on router 1, I'll run this command show IP route. It's showing us that we don't have any kind of any routing protocol. Show IP protocol. It's showing us no protocols has been configured on the network. So from configure here, configure terminal, I'll type the command as IP route. Now, where do we want to get to? Which network? We want to reach this network of 192.168.1.0. So we type it down, 192.168.1.0. Run the question mark. Now it wants the destination prefix mask. What's the subnet mask of 192.168.1.0/24? It's of 255.255.255.0. Okay. Now it's telling us where is the forwarding router address. How we can forward, or what is our next hop? What is our gateway for this network here? And it is 10.1.1.2, this interface. So we simply type it 10.1.1.2 and then hit enter. So now, if we ping from PC2 to PCB here of 192.168.1.3, it timed out on us. Even we configured the IP static route from on router 1 on this network. Why it timed out on us? The ping went through this, or I'll run this command, trace RT and 192.168.1.3, is it? Yes, it is. It's telling us that the ping, want to trace it left the gateway here from this device. It lifted. It got here to this device or this network device here to the PC, but we still did not configure the static route from this network to here. It doesn't know how to get here, but from here to here, it left this network through its gateway all the way here, and then it got stuck here. It didn't know how to get back. That's why it timed out on us. Now, after I configure the IP static route on, or the static route on router 2, enable, configure terminal, IP route. Okay. Now for router 2, we want, what's our destination is this network here of 172.16.1.0. Not a specific device, it is the whole network of 172.16.1.0 and the subnet mask of 255.255.255.0 and what is forwarding address or where is its, what is its default gateway or the next hop is this interface of 10.1.1.1. Now if I type show IP route here, this is, I'm running this command from router 2. Here look, the DDS, it means static. Now on router 2, the destination is 172.1.0, this network here, but it went through what? Via this interface here. And the same with on router 1, show IP route, and it's telling us here that from router 1 to reach 219.268.1.0 network, it will go through or via this interface of 10.1.1.2 because this is its next hop or the gateway. Now, let me run this command again from here, not the trace route, just the ping, and it was a success. Now let me run the trace route. Look what's telling us here. It's telling us the ping left through its gateway, which is 172.16.1, 172.16.1.1, the gateway for this PC, and then its next hop of 10.1.1.2, and then it went to its destination on PCB. Let me run the ping from PCB to this is PCB to 172.16.1.3, and we received a reply back. It was a success. Now let me trace route it. Trace RT to 172.16.1.2. I look here. So it's telling us that the ping left the PC to its gateway, which is 192.168. I'll shrink this a little bit here. It left the PC through its gateway, which is 192.168.1.1, and then to its next hop, which is 10.1.1.1, and then to its destination on PC2 with 172.16.1.2. Let's see from this PC if it can get to the web server of 192.168.1.4, and it was a success. This is it for today's video. I hope you learned something, from this video. And if you like it, please subscribe to my channel and share the video and give me a thumb up. And if you want really to do this lab, I already have on this video in the description. You can download the practice tracer for this topology and also with the walkthrough, just to you can learn something or two from this lab. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.